First heat race hitting the track. That's my son right there in that 14 car. Josh Lane Jr. from Delphi, Indiana. Sponsors on that machine: 9th Street Auto Sales, Crossroads Galvanizing, Tapman Automotive, and a lot more. Baines Machine Shop, Dragon Race Fuels.
Yeah, there's Evan Inkoff out there in the 44D. And as I mentioned earlier, Evan, I believe, is the promoter of the Kankakee Speedway, so he's definitely a busy guy. He loves to race. He's raced here before he took on that job of running Kankakee. So
looks like we got one slower dead coming out the chute. Maybe it just fired there, Dave. That's a purple machine there. I believe a 3 car. My line up there. I don't know. Supposed to start all the hole, looks like. Great handling.
yeah, right. We got to go in at least maybe the car slow a little bit to get it started, but hopefully he's got things up to go where he can bring that field around to the green flag.
All right, looks like we're still missing a car. 67, Maggie Whitson.
Maybe supposed to start in the back there in the 67 car.
Had to get him bunched up here. We got half a
Moves out.
One to go.
Turn loose. Ray laps out here.
Yeah, the caution light's still on, Dave, so I don't know if we're going to go this time by or not. But like you said earlier, top 4 out of this heat race goes to the big show. Everybody else will have to go to a B-main. Nobody wants to do that because that's no fun.
Nope, they'll be working hard to get in that top 4 as well as winning the thing. That's an honor. Yeah. Yeah, I thought he had the green flag up. Single file showing him one to go, but obviously he's waiting. He might be waiting for Maggie. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he gave him a lap or two to see if the 67 car showed up. I think that's what he was doing.
That's Maggie Whitsick set to start on the outside of row 5, right in the back of the pack.
All right. I hear him over the radio. He's saying next time by, 1 to go. So if she doesn't make the show, then she missed her opportunity. She'll have to go to the B-main.
Yeah. Well, sometimes these drivers have problems with the cars, mechanical troubles, and this and that. So, yeah, that could be the problem with Maggie. She's always been a competitor here. She's a former champion, I believe. Now they're getting the 1 to go signal. We'll see.
All right, next time by. Make sure you guys how many Dino Antonelli fans we got out there? Let me hear you. 40. Super nice guy.
H3 car, that's a perfect car. He's bringing the field down into turn 3 now. They ain't good. Let's see. Once you get to turn 4, that's going to be the decision if they move like this to out. There in turn 4, they got it.
Dave, I know they were having problems with that machine staying in gear on that 14 machine that my son's driving, so I wonder if that thing popped out of gear on him. That's going to be my guess right there.
Yeah, could be.
I think it popped out of gear on him.
Looks like he's back under power now, and that's feeling better towards you, might say.
Dave. I can hear over here beside us. And he got lucky because that's 19 years been out. The 14 may get his spot back, but it looks like he's still having problems with that car staying in gear. I don't know.
So as I remember, you were going to take credit if everything goes well, but if it doesn't go well, then
Just my motor in that machine. Nothing else belongs to me. It used to. I sold it, and a guy bought it back. But the only thing that belongs to me in that car is my motor.
and your boy.
Well, yeah, I guess I think I don't know if he's going to go back up to the front or not. We'll see here.
Looks like the whole field's getting back together.
Yeah, he's going to try to get back up there. I'm going to guess, when I was talking with them earlier, they were having problems with that machine staying in gear. So I'm going to guess it popped out of gear on it.
Here's the one to go signal right to start finish line. With 6 laps to go. They got 2 of them completed under his grip. At Shady Hill, they have to line up double file for all the restarts, and that's just what they're doing now. Looks good. They're coming in turn 4 now. Looks like they could go. Let's see if they can. Dino Antonelli out of Monticello, Indiana, picking up that win. He's going to stop down here on the front chute. Get that picture taken down there by Big Brian. That car is sponsored by Dino's Automotive, Bentley's Record Service. He's driving an Antonelli-powered Dodge Neon. Crew chief and the car owner is Dino. Jalen Roslin out of Lafayette will drive the number 33 on the outside of row 5. The 33 Youth is on the inside of row 5. That belongs to Ryan Whitmer. Up to the fourth row outside, Mark Thornton, 16. Out of Kokomo in the 36B. He will run inside of row 4. Third row on the outside is Kyle Myers in the number 2. And on the inside is Jordan Button in the number 38. Up to row 2, Zachary Gordon in the 75. We'll start outside. And Justin Lumley out of Lafayette. A lot of Lafayette people up here tonight. custom car, number 10 inside the row two. And on the front row is Dale Harris Jr. and 73 with Plymouth Holt. And those guys were ready to go.
Man, they're banging all of each other. He didn't even get the one to go, but those guys are ready to race, Dave.
Yeah, this is going to be a race. Once again, the race is for the win and also for the fourth spot. The top four cars will go to the feature, so there's a lot of heavy competition at the front of this pack. 8 laps to distance. We're going to see who can pull it off now. Hold on. 10 cars going 8 laps, and now they're getting the 1 to go signal.
All right. Make sure my
All right. Here we go. We got. Stays out of the mud, stays on the track, you'll be okay.
That's going to give us a complete restart, Dave, as we didn't get a lap in there. So we'll go back to the original lineup unless we can figure out who caused that caution. Who did that?
They were already in the table, so.
That's sit down.
Once again, Brent Honda in the 143, the pole setter. Bring the field around. It's going to be Greg Lonsdale, H. Jr. in the 17H. He's on the outside of that front row. And they are getting the 1 to go signal now. The driver's moving and coming up out of the car. That's always a good sign.
That is a good sign.
Yeah.
I didn't see the wreck myself, Dave, but I can tell by where that car landed and the mark on the wall. He hit that thing pretty good.
he was on 2 wheels for a while.
All right, hey, your second place car pulls off the racetrack. All kinds of stuff up there in the front Dyson of your third place guy goes out, second place guy pulls off.
Yeah, it's too bad there for Dale Hayes. He was doing great in 17H until he flipped that tire.
Yeah, he led most of his race.
Yeah, that put him to the back. Looks like he's still under power. See if he'll join the back. He's going to go to the back of the field there.
Yeah,
looks like he's going to need some assist, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll give him the green light. All right, good. Dale Hayes' machine. Well, it's starting out to be a crazy night already.
Yeah, I hate to have it this crazy this early, but that gives it over to 143.
Yeah, here at Shady Hill Speedway, once you take the white flag and that caution and or red flag comes out, the race is determined to be completed. So it is over after that.
Photo taken. Brent coming to us from Wakefield, Indiana. He's driving a 2.2 Ecotec powered Chevy Cobalt. Brent is the car owner, and also that's his first heat race victory here at Shady Hill. So there he goes, fans. Give him a big round of applause. First heat race victory, and that will put him in the feature tonight. Heat race number 3 coming up, and that's fourth row. Third row on the outside is Lee Sweat in the number 81. Dale Coder in the 1K car will make the run inside of row 3. And up to the second row outside, it's Katie Burgess in the 4K car, and on the inside, Trevor Day in the 11D. Front row now belongs to Jack Reinhardt in the 9R car. Jack coming to us from Hebron, Indiana. And on the pole, it's Carson Day in the number 11. And the racing for the win, of course, but also for that fourth spot. That takes you out of the lanes. That puts you right in the feature top row. Here they come into turn 4 now. Let's see. Mr. Motley can turn the loose down there.
Bloomer's Greenhouse, and a few others. Aaron's out of Stockwell, Indiana. Down there getting his picture taken by Brian Goodacre. Ladies and gentlemen, let him hear you. The number 9, Aaron Tater Tapman. I told you boys earlier, you were here earlier tonight, he usually drives asphalt for the Boar Series, and I told him asphalt's for sissies, and he went and got him a dirt car. Come out here and play with these dirt boys.
I think he showed you tonight.
Yeah, like I said, I got a vested interest in that car. That motor in that car once belonged to me.
Well, that's once. Now it's his. He brought it home. Hey, we're coming around to the 4th heat race now. And the lineup, Greg Marlowe out of Gas City will drive the G14 from row 5. 4th row on the outside, that's Tyler Luttrell with the 11L. Ryan Holbert in the 99H running inside of row 4. 3rd row on the outside, that's the little lady, Kaylee Bales in the B3 car. Corey Hayes will drive the 167 inside of the 3rd row. 2nd row on the outside, that's Zachary Haskins, the driver out of Kankakee in the number 14. And Rowan Ramsey in the double OR car. He's running inside of row 2. Up on the front row, it's Leonard Jones in the 343 car from the outside. And from the pole position, it's Travis Focus in the 19W car. Once again, fans, 8 laps the distance. Top 4 drivers will make it in. That's hard, yeah. Now he's got his roof cut out of it. Let's see, the field's coming around. I don't know if they're ready Jeffrey Haskins out of Hebron, Indiana, stopping to get that victory photo taken. Valentine, Absolute Auto Body and Towing, and the House of Kobe, along with Fade to Black, sponsoring that car. And his drive put that 14 into the inside. Fourth row on the outside, Scott Myers in the number 2, Nick Bagancardi in the 19B inside the row 4. Third row on the outside, Jalen Rose in number 33, Travis Anderson in 51, and Ron on the inside the third row. Second row on the outside is Ryan Whitmer in the 33U, Cody Garth in the 1X, he's inside of row 2. And on the front row, Zachary Graham in the number 75, Braden Hanley in the BH3 car will run from the floor. And once again, it's inland, okay? Only about 2-wheel transfer. Some of the drivers are only going to meet the call, but we'll go with the ones that are here. Looks like we got 6 drivers.
Yeah.
Instead of 12.
Yeah, Dave, I just got a message from my son's car lost their gear, so he's only got first and second gear, and he brings them down to the so he put them on the control. So that's why he's not out there. That's what happened to him in the heat.
That's too bad, trying to get some sit time.
We gotta slow her down so everybody can catch up.
They didn't make the top 4, so these are the last 2 out of every class that made it. They don't win.
Looks like the field just doesn't want to tighten up. Front 2 rows are good, but the back of the field needs to tighten things up. They're getting the 1 to go signal down here at the start-finish line.
That's a rear-wheel drive Mustang, so my guess is going to be a broken axle on that machine. That's just a guess, but you got to have the rear tires on a front-wheel drive.
Yeah, I don't see an axle hook for that rim, but it's definitely. And kids, we need you all up in the grandstand. You can't be down there in the grassy area. Find your seat in the grandstand. On that, we don't want anyone hurt down there up close to that safety fence. That's going to tighten things up a bit.
And then there was 3.
They're entering turn 3 now. They don't seem too excited, but they could get the green this time. Let's see, they're in turn 4 now. The green flag is out. Here we go.
Lead going into 1. Said in a second, those are the 2 that's going to go to the main show. Everybody else is done for the night. Come back next weekend and give it another try. All right, we don't have much information up here. These drivers have to fill out a form, so we have all their sponsors and that, and if they don't, then we don't know. So anyway, there's that X1 machine, I believe. Cody Clark. Get his picture taken down there by Goodacre. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. He can hear you. Cody Clark. Something wrong with that Greg Marlowe machine slowing down on the back stretch. That's another one of my buddies. I call him Greg the Leg Merlot. That's because he's always on the throttle and he's fine as wine, Dave. Something wrong with that machine, I think.
Yeah, it looks that way. We're nowhere near double 5.
He wants to start and die. Wants to start and die. There he goes. This is more of a like a herd of turtles. There's more than 3. There's not 3.
Okay, that's your definition.
Here we go. What's the flag man say? Transport, sponsored by 9th Street Auto Sales, Hinkley Built Fabrication, V1 Racing. Griffin said that's a Hinkley Built Honda. Owner and crew chief on that machine is Greg Marlowe. Apparently, he didn't want his picture taken. But ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for that B-Main Bandit, Greg the Leg Marlowe. Greg Marlowe. There you go, get him out, wave him at him. They'll all wave back.
Give them a big wave, fans, to say goodbye. They're heading on the front chute now and down the back. Race fans, you just saw an amazing race out there of the four bangers putting on a great show. 15 green flag laps, no yellows, flag to flag, under green, kept it going. Aaron Chapman out of Lafayette, Indiana, picking up the win. That is a rarity here on the quarter mile. Working his way down there in the victory lane.
He's trying to run over me, Dave.
We'll let you pick him up, Josh, down there. He's in your territory.
That's my best friend. I taught him everything he knows.
Go talk to him now.
Smells like the brakes are burning on that machine. I didn't get second place car down here. All right, that was a good race. Caution free, start to finish. Took the lead pretty quick, led the whole thing.